What's up, guys? Welcome to Black Geek Cool. In this episode, we're doing a review of Superman Red Son. It's based on the Red Son comic book, Elseworld story. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did not read that comic book, but I did watch this movie, and I must say, DC is still king of movie animation. They still do a good job with it. It looks beautiful. Sounds great. The story's really good. I just don't understand why they can't transition that to live action. Take this story and do it live action. That's all you have to do. It works just fine. We have good enough CGI. We have the money to do it. Do that, and I'm telling you guys would make so much money. But let's get into the synopsis of the story. The movie is based on Superman landing in Russia instead of America, and raised as a Russian, blah blah this. It's really weird to hear Superman talk with a Russian accent. It's it's really weird, very much so. But before I go any further, this will be a non-spoiler review. Well, I'm going to start out non-spoiler, and I'll give you a warning when I'm starting to talk some spoiler things in this, because I think I'm only going to do one review of this. Yeah, but also hit that like button. Go ahead, hit the like button. Helps the channel, helps more people get to see the channel, and shows your support. Really appreciate it, so hit the like button. But back to Superman Red Son. Yeah, it's a little bit jarring to hear him talk with a Russian accent. I don't know why they still call him Superman. I would think they would have came up with a different name. But I guess you still want to kind of have a Superman. I guess, but I would have rather he had a different name instead of Superman. Honestly, that's just me. I know that's probably how it is in the comic book, so do what you think. Like I said, the voice cast is stellar in this. They did an awesome job. As you know, with most of these DC animated movies, it's a little bit of a hard R. Well, not hard R, but it's a little more R-rated. So there's blood, there's cussing, there's death, and they, if you've read the comic book, this Superman is a little more not hesitant to kill. He feels he does it for a good reason, but he's not hesitant to kill like American Superman, which is one of the big differences. But it also kind of shows what happens when Superman gets more involved in helping us humans control the Earth, or dictate how the Earth is going to be controlled. Our humans to be controlled, because the American Superman really doesn't get into. He's only there to protect. He's not there to be a leader necessarily, like a president or a dictator per se. He's there to protect Earthlings. He's not there to lead Earthlings per se. This Superman was designed to protect, but decided to become a leader and a dictator. But it's really good. It's really good. I'm trying to not spoil it too much. It's long. I'll give you this long, but you don't notice it at first. Like, there's a couple times where it gets a little bit slow, and then you're like, oh, wow, we're going, how long have I been watching this? But then it picks back up, and you're all good. I'm trying to get my thoughts together without saying anything spoilery, because I couldn't really tell you guys about the plot, because that's pretty much spoiled. Wow. So let's just what are we, almost at 5 minutes? So let's just get into some spoiler stuff. So just so you know, we're about to spoil some stuff. I guess we're gonna go full spoiler. Forget it. We're gonna go full spoiler. So you get to see Wonder Woman, you get to see Batman, you get to see Green Lantern, and it's really cool the way they're interpreted in this world, since Superman didn't land in America, it really affects everyone. Like, it affects everyone. It affects the way Diana is. Well, only one that doesn't really affect Diana that much. It really doesn't affect Diana. You don't get to see Aquaman. I wish we'd have saw Aquaman. But it affects the way Batman is. Like, Batman is Russian. Batman's lethal. Lethal. He's also no mind killing people for the greater good. No hesitation. Lethal. You get why it was this thing that Superman said to Lois, who is married to Lex Luthor. Yeah, that was a little bit of shock. Lex Luthor's all up in this. They still have their rivalry. Superman said to Lois, she was like, you guys say you guys built America on hope and dreams, but you actually built it on slavery and immigrants. The realest thing I've seen a comic book movie say in the longest time, and not a lot of people are going to catch that. Not a lot of people are going to catch that, which sucks, but yeah, that was deep. But then he finds out that his Russian leader is doing kind of the same thing, terrible things, so he ends up killing the Russian leader and becoming the leader. And in the midst of him trying to have a peaceful world, he doesn't realize he becomes a dictator and he's controlling by fear. And in one point, he becomes controlling by mind control as well. So he is so clouded by his quest to have peace, he doesn't see at what cost that peace is coming, which is very interesting to see Superman have to understand that he has this kind of power, he has this kind of ability, but the way he was using it was wrong. Like, he's there, you see why he's there to protect and not to literally take over. Because you see what happens when he takes over. And it's devastating. But then you have Lex Luthor fighting him every step of the way. Lex Luthor was really good in this. He was actually kind of the hero in this. Needless to say, he was the hero in this. Even though Lex Luthor is a terrible person, in this alternate universe, Lex Luthor is fighting for good and truth and knowledge. Sorry, that was a phone call. And knowledge. But he is good in this, which is amazing. You see, the reason why Batman becomes Batman in this is amazing. It's really good. And to see how he's still the same tactical Batman. He's still the same kind of Batman, but he's a murderous Batman. He doesn't hesitate to kill. I don't know. Yeah, he killed innocent people. No hesitation. Wonder Woman is basically still herself. She likes Superman for who he is. She thinks he's good, but then she realized, like all Amazons have this thing about men's world always goes to chaos and violence. And she thought she saw more than that in Superman. And she tried to reach him and she couldn't. She eventually had to leave man's world and go back to Themyscira and never come back. So that sucks. Green Lantern, the president found Green Lantern's ship, found the alien, and then they weaponized the ring where they gave it to multiple people. So you got Jon Stewart in there as well. What's the name? Came back and played him. I just blanked on his name. Phil Lamar, he came and played him, so that was cool to hear him. But yeah, they weaponized the Green Lantern rings to where they were able to give everybody rings, and they had their own like squadron. That was really cool, interesting. But of course, Superman beats him. The only thing I didn't like is Brainiac coming. I didn't like Brainiac necessarily. I didn't like Brainiac being kind of the all villain at the end. Like, he didn't start as a villain. Superman is the villain, But then Brainiac starts to use Superman and becomes a villain. And then Superman understands that and was like, oh, why I let you play me, blah, blah, this. But I didn't like that per se. I wish it would have still landed on Superman, which it kind of did, but more so it was like, well, I'm stopping this guy, so now I know why I'm wrong. But I wasn't a fan of Brainiac necessarily. And the fact that Superman thought, like, I was like, I know Superman's smart, but I didn't think he was smart enough to reprogram Brainiac. I never thought that, so I was always suspicious of that anyway. But yeah, I gotta say, it was really good. It's a really good movie. I spoiled some stuff, but there's still a lot of stuff in the movie that you should check out and watch if you're interested. Thanks for listening, guys. This is Blackie Cool. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Please subscribe. Please like, share, all that good stuff. Leave me in the comments how'd you feel about this movie. What was your favorite part? Try not to spoil the big stuff in the movie. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about this movie. And thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys in my next... Oh, Patreon is up. So Patreon is going. Check it out. Patreon.com/BlackGeekCool. Please consider becoming a patron. It would really help the channel, help to grow, and all that good stuff. Check it out. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to add more tiers as more people follow and all that good stuff. So thank you. And I'll see you guys in the next video.